the article is talking about how federal funds and the spending are way down from the years of 2010 and 2011, and with the federal payments decreasing from those years, there's been like a huge loss in the jobs throughout the United States economy. There's been about 52,000 jobs that have been lost, which is not helping out our economy, and it's like making our economy grow weaker because with the fewer jobs, the people aren't being able to come back in and get jobs, so they can't put money back out in the economy. Also, there's with the cuts coming from like military spending and stuff like that, it's affecting military communities, which isn't very good because it's you need our military communities to be happy and stuff because they are supporting our country and serving our country and protecting us every day. So it's a heavy impact on our military communities and everything. And our government's kind of going into the fiscal policy where they're planning on like lowering their own spending costs, even though the government just spent billions of dollars on this bailout plan, which isn't helping out our economy. But then they're going to raise the taxes of the United States people to help pay back what they had already lost in this bailout plan. That's with economists are saying that if the United States comes to it and the fiscal plan or the fiscal policy falls over and our taxes are raised, that within a year the U.S. will be going into another recession, which obviously is not a good idea or like a good thought because that means that our economy has gone down the drains and there's nothing else here to save. So we got to try and rebuild from nothing. And through like the whole thing, it's kind of hard to believe that we're, as the American citizens, in a way, are being punished for it because we're the ones that have to pay the higher taxes and everything, even though we're not the ones that signed this government bill to bail out all these billion-dollar corporations to save their corporation. It's just going to affect the average American because we're going to be paying more tax dollars, which is in a way still going to hurt our economy because we're going to be paying more taxes, which means we're not going to have enough money to go out and start spending in everyday life. So, in the whole idea of this article, the fiscal policy could just start to downhaul the United States and into our next recession, which is going to be a disaster for us because we're already going through a slight recession now, and we don't have the money to keep going through another recession and paying more taxes. So it's just not a good idea for us to be paying all these taxes and stuff. So we need to start planning out through our economy and not taking away as many jobs. Taxes need to stay the same. So it all comes down to what we, the people, decide to do, and if we start innovating our own minds and not telling our government that they can control what we do with our money and stuff.